Say, the brain wants proof, not promises.
The brain wants proof, not promises. Yeah.
So you're just proving to your brain, oh, I did it. There's a lot of I did it moments.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, all that stuff, our brain just tries to keep us safe. It just lies to us all the time. Our brain is a liar.
He's a liar.
It's a liar, man. There's so much like garbage inside our minds, but we're working through it. And we have a success mindset coach right here who's gonna give an unbelievable talk on for the 2-day event I'm talking about, you know. But at the same time, you guys are probably gonna learn a lot because everything is in the mind. Now I don't know what you're gonna talk about today.
I always talk about the mind.
But it always it circles back to the mind.
Everything is mindset.
Yeah.
So, and I'll share that with you. Are we ready?
Yeah, and welcome our next speaker to the lineup. And give it up for Lou, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. I'm so grateful to have you here today. So my name is Lou Perica. I am a success mindset coach. What the heck is that, right? So what I actually help people do is I help them understand who the hell they are. What is this all about? What is my mind? How do I use my mind and how do I get results in life? And I show you the connection. Once you start to understand what thinking is all about, what your mind is all about, life becomes easier. I will promise you that. Because you're going to understand instead of reacting to everything and speculating, right? And the mind starts going like crazy and you're thinking about the future and you get anxious, or sometimes we think about the past and we can get very depressed. But when you're in the now, because that's where your power is, in the now, when you start to understand that, you start to take real control of your life and your results. You are actually creating your life. Whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously, it doesn't matter. You are still creating it. So I want to ask everyone a question. We've all heard the word mindset, right? Right?
Yes.
We've probably been hearing about it a lot more. I would say since the pandemic, maybe, right? Mm-hmm. So let me ask you something, and I want the answer to be put in maybe in a percentage answer. What would you say, or let me think, how much do you think that the mindset plays in your life, in the results in your life? And give me the answer in a percentage. 10%, 20%? Anybody?
10%.
10%? Denise?
50%.
50%. Ariel?
I would say probably 90%.
90%? What do you think? Anyone else? Blah, blah, blah. Right, Matthew?
80%.
80%. What if I told you it's 95%? It's actually really 100%, but our results are coming from the way we think, the stories we tell ourselves. I'm shy, I'm an introvert, I can't do this, I was raised this way. These are all stories we're telling ourselves. And you have the power to change that story because you're the highest form of creation. So if the majority of our results in life are 95% mindset, 5% strategy, right? Because we're all looking for strategies, but it's 95% mindset. Is anybody learning about their mindset? Does anybody even know what the hell the mind is? Do you have one, Wanda?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a mind?
Yes.
Matthew, do you have a mind? Denise?
I think so.
Do you think you have a mind, Ariel?
Yeah.
So I think we can all agree, geez, we all have one. But what the hell is it? What does it do? If I'm thinking thoughts all day long, where do those thoughts even come from? Why do I have the ability to think? No one's teaching you this. You're being taught what to think, but not how to think. We're all being programmed, I can promise you that. And when you get up here and you feel that sense of, oh my God, I can't move, it's the story you're telling yourself. And can you change? Absolutely. But what causes the change? You have to make the decision. You have to want to change and then accept it. You have to accept, I'm not an introvert. Why did I even believe that? Did I even question that belief? I was told that since I was a little girl. I just bought into the story. And because my mind, which is a blessing and a curse, those thoughts are a blessing and a curse, because the mind you believe that story, that you're an introvert, I'm not confident, the body automatically expresses the thoughts. Because the body is just the vessel for the mind to express itself. The mind is movement. It's a process, but it expresses itself through your body. So as soon as you have that thought, oh my God, I'm scared, automatically the body freezes up. I want you to start being aware of your feelings. I want you to start thinking, when you get up here on stage and that thought comes to your head, notice how your body feels. Notice how it tenses up. And then when you're up here and you say, I've got this, I can do this, I've got 100 days worth of content in me. Notice how the body just goes. It's releasing the resistance. But if you keep holding on to that story, no matter how much you keep trying, if you keep believing that you are an introvert, you will keep showing up like this. Not because Lou said so, but when you start to understand the power of the mind, and it's not your brain. The brain is an electronic switching station. The brain does not think. What? Yeah, the brain doesn't think. So the information's coming from the mind. But from today on, start to be mindful about how you're feeling. Because has anyone ever heard we have about 60,000 thoughts a day? Have you ever heard that? So if we're having 60,000 thoughts a day, that's a lot of thoughts, and we probably have more. How do you even know what the hell you're thinking about? Thoughts coming and going, coming and going. By the way you feel. See, the body doesn't lie. Your thoughts will lie to you because your thoughts are just replaying what you believe, the story you believe. Everything just is. Everything is neutral. I want you to think about, I was going to create this meme or image from my social media post, and I think I shared this a couple of weeks ago. I want you to think about a person standing under an umbrella, all right? And instead of rain, labels are dropping on this umbrella. Mother, father, sister, employee, public speaker, videographer, all these labels, I'm a neighbor, I'm this, I'm that, all of these labels, but who is standing underneath that umbrella without the labels? Who are you without your labels? Well, I'm a mother. Okay, let's say you never had children. Oh, well, I'm a wife. Okay, let's say you got divorced or your spouse passed. Oh, all right. See, when you know who you are, you show up differently. So be very mindful when you're showing up. You are showing up with your story and what you believe about yourself or what you believe about others. You will react differently. So my message is to start connecting your emotions, your results. How am I behaving? What are my results in life? How are my relationships? How's my income? How's my health? How do I feel about myself? What are my results in these categories? And then match your thoughts to your results. Because it does start with the thoughts. Because thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to behavior. Behavior and actions lead to your results. When you start to understand this process, it becomes so obvious. And this is why I'm extremely passionate about bringing this to everyone. Because I hear all day long, and I was there. Oh, my husband, he's a son of a gun. Oh, my kids did this. Oh, my in-laws did that. Oh, my neighbor, that son of a gun. Or the government did this, and now I did. Oh, man, I blamed everybody. I was a very good victim. But once I started to understand how magnificent I was, I started to understand everybody. So when I hear people, coming from their weaknesses, I know it's just a bunch of BS in their head. Because I know you're the highest form of creation. Hello? You have the ability to think. Nothing else can compare to you. Nothing. But if you don't know how to use the power of thought, you may as well be a squirrel. What's the point? Squirrel has a great life. It just does its thing. Doesn't bother anybody, doesn't get jealous, doesn't complain. It just does its thing. But the human has the ability to think. Therefore, they create their own environment. They have the ability to create their own results in life. That's why you're the highest form of creation. Thank you.
Very good.